Yo, yo. How's it all going, guys? It's the weekend, finally. What a week it's been. Glad to have a couple of days where I haven't got to worry about logging in to work, which is going to be nice. Anyone got any good plans over the weekend?
Yes. Your reputation precedes you, friend.
Yard work. That doesn't sound like a fun weekend. How much yard work have you got to do? Is there lots to do? Oh dear. Is the weather going to hold out though where you are? Long as the weather holds out, then you'll be alright. Snipes, welcome in, man. How's it going? To start off with just running some PvP, just like I normally do now. Now we're still getting through the season. Currently at gold 3. Getting there. Not too far from legend. Should hopefully be there maybe over the weekend. And then we're going to be talking about this in a little while. Everyone seen it? Everyone seen the leaks about the new 5-star? Going to be giving my opinions on that. We'll have a chat about it, see what I think. I thought I would do that instead of me doing a video. I may do a video about it once it's out. But I want to see the other gems that are coming with it as well, the 1 and 2s. I'm expecting us to get more patch notes over the next week or so. Seems the patch is due on the 19th, I believe it is. Day is the 19th, Thursday. I was a little bit later to stream than I wanted to be tonight. I did want to get on for 9:30, but didn't finish work until just gone 8 o'clock. Had to have some grub. Had to get all the washing up done, drying up, sort the cats out. So I was running a little bit later than what I normally want to be. DI 3-year anniversary hype, it is for sure. Hopefully there's going to be lots of good stuff in the rest of the patch notes. We haven't really seen much, I don't think. Although I do like the look of the butcher familiar the more I see it. So, well, first match of the day, will it be a win? When am I starting D4? Is that even a game still? Riker actually confirmed that DI is better than D4. We get better events. Julie, welcome in. How are you? I haven't looked to check it out, to be honest with you, as like it possibly could have a lot of good stuff now. Rip. My team isn't pushing. Here they come. Here they come. One at a time. Yes, the leaked gem. I've got it. I've got a screen ready. We're going to be talking about that in a little while. Telling you my opinions on it. What is this stunning this first match? This is a shit show. So many deaths. When I'm posting more videos, I'll have a video going up this weekend, Sunday. I've been slacking this month. It's been slow for content, so... And I've been very busy at work. Doing lots of later shifts, which, after doing a later shift, don't really feel like doing a video. But I've got my gem guide coming out this week, so it's finally there. I'm finally happy with it. And that will be a forever green video, really, because it can just be added to when new gems come out. And I think June will be a better month for videos. I've got some more ideas coming. It's been nice to have a slow month. Should do a series about a fresh account doing a new class. That's possibly something I can do in the future, for sure. We do have the Druid coming out sometime in the next 6 to 8 weeks, so... That'd be definitely a class that I'm checking out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun trying a new class, especially taking it straight to, you know, top Paragon level instead of starting a brand new class on an account. Because this game that Az doesn't play, because Az is my brother, guys, if you can see the chat there. This game, it doesn't really favor fresh accounts. It's a long grind, and you're very, very weak until you've played for about 7 months. Need health? Oh, rip. It's not looking good on the first match. Although, still got 4 minutes left. How long per day do you think you'd have to play for 7 months to catch up? Probably at least 4, maybe. The issue is your, like, secondary stats. That's the catch up that you need to do over the period of like 6 to 7 months. And the level in your gear to level to like rank 30. That's a grind. No, it's because in this game you can actually just go and switch class anytime you want every 24 hours. So then you can just have one character that you've obviously invested a lot in, and some people a lot of money, and you can just switch the class. People do, depending on what their clan requires. People do switch class quite a lot. Some people do it every couple of days, some people do it once a month, so they get a change of pace. It used to be that you could only change class every 7 days, I believe it was originally, and then they changed it to every 24 hours. Let's get away and heal. It's not such a bad mechanic once you get used to it. It seems bad, I suppose, for someone that doesn't play the game, or someone that's used to playing a Diablo game that's slightly different. Oh, we did pass. But at the start of the game, there wasn't anything. You didn't have that mechanic at all in the game when Diablo was first released. Got a guy in your clan who changes classes like free. Yeah, some people really do. We've got people in the clan that change very, very frequently. I think once you played the game for a long time and you've kind of used to that mechanic, then that's absolutely fine. I think it's a great mechanic being able to do it. And I've just never utilized it because I just love playing Necro. He's BK at the moment. You. Yeah. Wasn't there a bug with BK at the moment? But why the 24-hour limit? Yeah, we've always questioned that. There's limits on everything in this game, though. So that's why. It's like normal gems. You've got a limit of them you can collect every week. You can't just collect unlimited. And then to level these up while we're waiting for Az, who doesn't play the game. So these are your normal gems. You get these drop. You got sellable ones and non-sellable ones. You get 12 of each per day that you can collect in a team. Yo, what's up? How's it going? To level up a one to rank 10. So I've got ranks 6, 7s, and 8s. To get to rank 10, you need 20,000 normal ones. And you can get a maximum, like, I can't remember the exact number, but it's like 126 a week from doing one part of the event or one part of the game. So I should think a maximum of like 230 gems per week. And that's a mixture of colors as well, not just all one. You don't just get to pick one. So that 24-hour limit is yeah, not a worry. It's the normal gems in this game that is the concern. They need more catch-up mechanics for it. I think we say that at least once a stream. Laura, once I get to like 2 to 3k res or Necro Minion, is all PvP like Easy Fest? I don't think it relies on rest though, really, to be honest. It just relies on you stacking damage with the right gems. And the right substats on your gear as well, like having rank 30 gear and then having all of the, or rank 26 gear upwards, and having all the reforged bonuses open to you gives you a lot more options when it comes to your reforges. Yep. With rank 30 gems, now you can only get rank 10 normal gems, but you're never really going to get there because it costs so many to get there. 20,000 per gem, as in normal gems, yeah. The rank 30 gear, you need rank 30 gear to unlock enchanting. And then with enchanting, you can then re-roll some of this stats, the magic stats, on your gear. The reforge, these bonuses. Where are the reforges? At the bottom. These bonuses, you unlock the maximum amount at rank 26. So when you do PvE content, you just blow through everything? Pretty much, yeah. Most things anyway. There is a few things that are a bit more difficult, like gauntlets and some of the raids. The last bosses of the current raids can be quite difficult. But most normal PvE content, like your dungeons, as long as your challenge dungeons anyway, they can be pretty difficult depending on your secondary stats. But normal dungeons, you'll be blasting through, no problems. I see what the whales do now. They do those rifts non-stop with those keys to keep getting those gems. Well, as long as, yeah, some whales will put in like £1,000 $1,000 a month. You know, for me, I've played the game for what, like 3 years now. And, you know, yeah, I've spent a bit of money in the game. Nothing compared to some of the whales. Nowhere near compared to the whales. Like, way, way, way off. Oh, man, well played. What a prize you've won there, mate. You won't be able to spam your go watch me on YouTube. I'm the #1 Diablo Immortal player. I'm sure there'll be some peaceful servers for a few weeks. Let me back on the pad. I want to stop them. For anyone that has joined and wondering why we're not talking about the new gem, it's because I'm just waiting for more people to join. And then we'll kind of discuss what I think the new gem is like and what it's going to be like for Necros. I have got the image ready and waiting for us to have a talk about it in a little while. Yeah, they finally got me again. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Too many #1 fans, I suppose. Yeah, 100%, mate. That is exactly what it is. I made the Viper gem and those 2 mid gems so far for the lazy build. Yeah, that's good, man. Do you have any guide, picture, or video talking about which pieces can proc beneficial effects duration, magical effects? I don't. I'm afraid I don't. There may be something I can share on Discord, or maybe something I can just show on stream in a minute. That will actually show you what pieces it can roll on. I didn't make it, but someone posted it on Reddit. Crusader good for PvP? I believe so. I'm not an expert at the Crusader, but from what I hear, they are pretty good. Hey, how's it going? I wish D4 did not have seasons. So annoying to have to do it every time. Yeah, I played season D3 for many, many years, and I think it's a big change to play a Diablo game that's continuous. How am I staying in this form for so long? That is beneficial effects. %100 uptime I can have on Golem. Smoke break after BG runs. Beneficial effect duration can roll belt boost. There we go. Yellow cab in with a win. Demon Lord Gaming. I am going to be talking about that shortly and voicing my opinion. Whale parties all the time. Ah, yeah. It depends on what rank are you? How far you got in the BG season? Are you a legend? I take it. Laura, what is the reason on the devs on this mobile game will not let us keep the Golem and Mages out all the time like Skeleton Warriors because of server lag? You can get them out all the time, just depending on what essence you're using. Legend 10th place. GG, man. So we won 2 out of 3 so far. Most probably going to end up doing a good load that we did like we did the other day. Want to see if I can get closer to legend. See if I've got that beneficial guide, even though Yellow Cab come in for the win there. Where are we? It's awesome we do good on a low paying account. Some info about a new gem. Yeah, this new gem. We're going to be discussing it shortly. Rip. Jumped across the line. Didn't want to jump across the line. What's my thoughts on Seabird Bile? Demon Lord Gaming asks. It's trash, man. Don't waste your time with Seeping Bile. Not worth. There's definitely better gems. Is the Lazarune? I mean, if you're short on platinum and you're looking to buy something, by all means, you know, runes. I'm one of those guys that will say, yep, sell it if it's worth a lot of a platinum. If it's not, then use it. Now, if you're going to be selling a rune that's like you can get, say, 40k plat upwards, sell it. If any less than, say, 30k, just use it. It's debatable between the 30 and 40k if you see it's worth it or not. But that's kind of my take on runes. Got that side sorted out. Well played. The Blessed Pebble feels like the last resort that I want to use, and there's so many better options than that. I mean, if your reso is low and you've not got access to the gems and to the beneficial effects to get longer uptime stuff, use it. You know, use it. It's what it's there for. Pebble is still a good gem. Wow, feared me before I feared them. Well played. Thought he was going to waste me. Poor Demon Hunter. Let's fucking go. No more world chat for Snipe. This is like the third time it's happened. Luckily not banned, just suspended. What did they say in the suspension then? That's a long suspension. Looks like we're going to have a win. Don't want to speak too soon, really, but it's looking promising. As long as we can just keep them off the pads. Get fear on him. Okay. Also, evening, mate. How many BGs you done? I'm on now on my third. 1, 2. Oh, cheeky kill. Cheeky kill. Lots today. What rank are you now? Are you up to legend yet? I guess not, though. Is there a website for all Diablo Immortal stuff? No. They did, but then they dropped it when the game was so pay to win. A lot of the websites like that moved away from doing DI stuff because of the pay to win. Oh, gold 4. You're one ahead of me then. They didn't want to promote people paying lots of money to get really powerful in the game. So that's why they dropped everything. What info did you find on Reddit? Did I miss something in the chat? What info did you find? Oh, there it is. Skill cooldown reduction, 4% can only roll on neck rings, gloves. Beneficial duration is only on belt boots for set items. Beneficial duration can roll on chest pants for legendary gear. I'll show you what I've got on. Free for free though. So you're saying on normal gear, it can roll chest pants. You would be absolutely correct. Beneficial effect duration. And on pants, beneficial effect duration. Then you've got beneficial duration on belt and boots. Also very correct. Belt and boots. Although I haven't re-rolled it on here. I should do, but I don't need it because I've got 100% uptime anyway. And actually having continual damage decrease even by 4% is yeah, is what it is. On the neck, skill cooldown. On the rings, you can get rings. Here we go. Skill cooldown. So yep, you're correct there. So that's correct on there. And on gloves, I believe it can roll, but I just haven't rolled it. I got taken from players. So that seems correct. there was a post on this. There's a complete Google Sheets thing that someone created on Reddit. Oh man, I can't even remember the story, to be honest with you, man. The story I did 3 years ago. That is the issue with only doing the story mode once, you know, because you don't have seasons, so you don't do it over and over again. So, you know, it's difficult to remember. Where was it on this Google Sheets? So I'm just looking for some, guys. Was it on this one? Warband stuff. Then we got blacksmith stuff. Vendor materials. Marketplace. Talks about class change. I'm sure on here it did have all the list of where you can find different pieces or different things like beneficial effects, cooldown reduction, and what pieces it can roll on. It was just a go-to sheet you can go to all the time. Besides that, it's just runes and reforging. Yeah, pretty much. The biggest thing you can have and you can use when it comes to using any set pieces is that, right? 30%. That's why most builds will use the 2-piece Vifus. There we go. Don't know if you can actually see this. But it talks about where you can get it. Primary equipment, magic vest, chest and legs, set items, waist and feet, runes, head and shoulders, Vifu's 2-piece, and then you've got remnants here, which is a supporter role. So if you went with all of those, you can get a max 73.5%. If that's not too zoomed out. That might be better. I believe that is correct. Jolt Reforge gives it to you. And then obviously the Blessed Pebble. Cooldown reductions is the next set. Set items, neck rings, runes, head and shoulders. Bottled Hope, Awakening in the primary gear, and then the Essence Mastery primary gear. So cap is 30% on that. So hopefully that'll help you out a little bit there. Maybe I'll put a link to that guide in my Discord. It is handy to have. But you'd have to see, man. That is obviously down to the leader. I'll leave that down to Rug. think we're going to have some quite good stuff for the anniversary event there, guys. You will join the Discord. Discord's in the description. You're welcome to join. I think we're nearly getting to the point where we're pushing up towards 500 people, I think. Maybe like 470. Let's have a look. 467 members. Thanks for following there, Wandering Celt. Oh, I got knocked away. I was going to leap. Now I'm going to get wrecked. Leap away. Don't want to die. Big fan of your builds. I see them in the Diablo servers all the time. Well, thanks for the follow. Thanks for coming in. I'm glad my builds are kind of helping loads of people out. Loads of Necromancers being helped out by the builds we've been putting out. That's good. I'm hoping we get some nice essences coming up for the anniversary, but I don't know if we're going to get essences this time or it's going to be rework of essences maybe. That would be kind of cool. Rip. But one thing for sure, Wandering, I have been slacking on the videos recently. Everyone has noticed. But the videos that have been up have still been doing really well, so anyone that has watched recently, thanks for watching. Once the Druid comes out, we're going to have plenty of stuff going on the channel, that's for sure. I've been enjoying just streaming though, coming on streaming a couple of times a week. It's been nice. You're allowed to slack, things come up. I agree. Actually, like this past month, I've only done a couple of videos, and I think my last video was very close to the beginning of the month. But I think since November, I'd put out like possibly 70 videos, all to do with Necromancer, getting a couple out, at least a couple out every single week, and it's nice to have that sit back for a few weeks. Especially when you work a normal like 40-hour job as well. But then that's why I have the Discord. That's why I have you know, the stream that I'm doing now, so I can still make a bit of content with you guys and actually have a live conversation with you instead of over a video or said through Discord. We can talk about things straight away. Just like we did on the last stream. Towards the end of the stream, it was like 12:30 over here in the night, and we was talking about raid builds and how much damage summons builds do compared to the raid build that we got for the non-summons build. It was great fun. You did. Oh, you are lucky. Nice. Should be another win. Live chatting can really bring perspectives that you wouldn't otherwise see. I agree. I didn't know if I'd really enjoy the live streaming side of it. I know I enjoy making the videos, and so it is a lot of fun. You know, doing all the editing, doing all that shit, you know, and learning all that stuff as well. Because before November, I didn't do anything like that. So it's definitely been a fun ride. But I think live streaming is definitely completely different. You just got to chill chat, and yeah, not take things too seriously. And I think that's just a great side of having a community like this. They're not paying attention at the moment. Here they come. Get him off my pad. We need to book it. Can't wait to get to server Paragon level on your EU tune and compete in BGs. The ping shouldn't be too bad. I had to let the server know I'll arrive first during the summer. I think they will all understand, mate. 100%. Are you going to stay on pools? Which server are you going to pick? Nice. Man, we are on a roll. I know we're not even into Legend yet, but don't get any bot matches at the moment, which is really good. We're above those. %84 win rate as well. I'm happy with that. It's 4 for 4. Did I not collect the boons, man? At least I'm fully capped. Got a lot to do on Sunday though. I've still got Terror Rifts to do. Still got gems to catch from Verge. Might have to do did I do Vanguard as well since reset? I'm not sure. Let them have their little rat snitch victory for now. They can't stop what's going to happen. Yeah, we'll stay in pools. Nice. Diablo sure has come a long way. Tons to do every week without accounting for set farming. I know, man. That's the good thing about DI. Like, there's always a shitload to do. And I know everyone goes, such a chore. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. But if there was no content, you know, there was nothing to do after, like, Tuesday. There was nothing to do the rest of the week. What a shit game that would be, right? And then without all the weekly kind of gates that you've got to go, obviously, caps you've got to get to like, gems and stuff like that. Without all of them, you would just be able to grind forever, and the difference then would be it would just become stale so quickly. Did I just say we had no bot match and we've got literally a bot match? Because look at what they're all doing. Just watch them. Has to be a bot match. At least some of them, anyway. Like, what's he running away for? There's got to be a bot. 100% this bots, guys. I literally called it a second ago as well. No bot matches. Pools is way... well, chat is way more chill. I think we're just quite lucky on this server. We are a relatively chilled server, right? Nope, nope, nope. You may not be a bot, but you're not getting it. Rip. Don't know how many are bots, but there's definitely some bots in there. Cheeky fear kill there. I think they've got like half bots, half not. That's what it seems like. But because the half are half bots, they're just not being able to do anything. We'll go right up to when BG closes, and then we'll go over the new legendary gem, I think. Have a chat about that for a little while. See what people's opinions are on it. Show people what it is if they haven't seen the leaks. But I think by now, over the course of the day, everyone has seen the leaks, right? Don't ever press it. Borrowed time, you don't ever need to press it, and then it'll always apply to you. It's one of the buttons you just don't need to press, it always applies to you. And it gives you that second life. Like there, it's just gone onto cooldown. Not pressed on me. So I'm back up. And because I'm in Golem, the actual negative side of borrowed time, you don't even need to worry about. Because you will just out-heal the damage that causes. That's why you use borrowed time. Some people drop borrowed time. I just feel that the survivability it gives, you can stay on point, you can get back up, and you can actually heal through it. That it's worth just using. You know, it's just popped on me again. So watch, it's killing me. If I pop this, now it's not killing me. I can just literally absorb all the damage and then go into Golem and back to it. Borrowed time. OP for Golem. No worries. That's exactly what I'm live for. You know, I can answer people's questions like that right on the fly. That's not always something we think about answering or giving the answer to in a video, so. First kill of the day. You can see how much I've been slacking today. Oh. Have I ever played League of Legends or Dota 2 or any FPS like Call of Duty or Counter-Strike? I loved playing Halo. Love to snipe, and that's how I chose my name. I gathered that's how you kind of chose your name with the snipes. I haven't played like anything like that in a long time. Call of Duty I used to play when I was a kid. Then I got into WoW, and then I got into Diablo. WoW took about 8 years of my life. And Diablo the rest of it. Ooh. WoW was great back in the day. As long as you had a good clan behind you, the community was great. I keep saying clan, I mean guild. Definitely guilds in WoW. And I just built guilds with my two brothers, and we just got a lot of like-minded players into it. And yeah, we weren't like top, you know. We did well for the servers that we played on. We were just enjoying the game for what it was, and doing the raids, doing the heroic raids, the mythic raids when they come out. We was getting them done. It was a lot of fun. Look, if you do this, if you chase guys, pointless. Just if someone goes behind, never chase. See, this dude's just chasing one guy. It's a waste. Nope. You're not having it. Someone got the other side though. Stop them. This guy must be getting right pissed off. He's using the BT though. We need WoW guild leader Laura for the return for the fans. Oh man, I could never go back to playing WoW. I wouldn't ever want to even be a leader, not even in this game. I'm okay being an officer and helping out. You know, it's been different seeing it from an officer's point of view in a proper serious clan. Anyway, you know. Guy keeps trying to get this side going. Not happening. I've been a clan leader and officer and prefer to be the officer. 100%. Like, when I was asked about being an officer, I literally said, like, I don't mind being an officer, but my content and my YouTube comes first. Because I want to focus on community stuff instead of focusing on just the clan stuff, because I think the community as a whole is much better for me to do that for what I want to do in the game and what I enjoy. I love being in a top clan. I think it's great, you know, and I do like the competitive aspect of that, but I still have to think about my channel as I've now started a channel. You know, it's something I've enjoyed doing the past 6 months and I want to continue. So that was one of my things that I'd said. Maybe one WoW stream or two in the future, or if you do it, it will really... The trouble is, you once a WoW player, always a WoW player, right? And if you go back to it once you said no, then yeah, you're just not going to stop. Whenever I'm asked to go back to WoW, I always say no, because I know what it does. No, I wanted to run away and heal. Why did you bring me back? Okay. I'll get over here quickly. He's charging me. No. There was no getting away from the two charging barbs. Now they're all congregating over on this one. Yeah, once hooked it becomes a WoW, and yeah, it is one of those games that once you start again, you won't stop. I suppose that's like any game you really enjoy though, right? But I'm very much a one game kind of person, you know. I like to focus on one game. You're also an old WoW player, quit 1 year ago. What made you quit? Yeah, Indez, he's an old WoW player as well, yeah. I think a lot of us are, to be honest. Me and Indez have had many conversations about the WoW times. Another win, boys. We just can't lose tonight. That means the next game will be a loss, and it'll be the last game, I think. I was once a DI player and then got suspended for preaching the DI gospel truth. Rip. That is what you get for preaching the gospel, man. About 5 minutes till we start talking. Yeah, I think that's what WoW does to you though, isn't it? It really does take, you know, all of the game time you have to put into that game is it's unbelievable. This music is dope. It's pretty good, isn't it? Not gonna get away. Rip. It's the Stream Beats hip hop playlist on Spotify, guys. If you're interested in there, listen to some of it. It's really good. Scoop. This way. Very difficult to get going. No bots this round. I can't say I've had that many bot rounds, to be honest. Harris Heller has some good vids about streaming equipment during the time he made them. Yeah, I like watching some of his vids. Oh, we got a cheeky kill there. We weren't even in Golem then. Oh, and another. Out of Golem again. Retreat. We can still win this, I think. Someone just said in the chat, full of idiots. Give them a chance to push that one by tanking some of these. Because most of their team is still here with me by the looks of things. Okay, now what we're going to do. If I can get back over there instead of getting pulled out. Let's this guy just stand here waiting for someone. Now we push. Definitely a better battle on this one than we've had on the last ones. Last match is a good battle match. I like it. Whoa, someone just hit me like a train. Fit him out the way, I need a heal. I'm gonna keep pushing for this one for another second or two. Just keep going. Still got 1 minute 50. Don't know if we can push it in a minute. May need to back down in a second. Yeah, this definitely won't be a win. That's for sure. Oh well, can't complain. 5-1. I'm happy with winning 5-1. I'll probably still get my little medals, which is all good, so I won't lose so many points. So I've definitely been on the pad most time. Oh, I got 1 medal. At least I got 4 kills. Laugh out of all the DI creators I talk to, you're the coolest one. I know at times I come across as bragging and all the horseshit, but I just wanted to let you know is all I am. I know, man. I know what it's all about. You know, we all do it. And I think you've got a cool thing you're doing, man, because Google says it all, right?
There is always more to comprehend.
But it's nice to hear. I just try to be chill. No need to brag. No need to be like that. I'm just a chill guy. Okay. That's dungeon. That's the battlegrounds over and done with. We will go on to do some dungeons in a little while. I'll say in a little while. Be shortly. The rest of the DI creators I talked to just brush it off as if they didn't understand what I just said. I just think you've got a cool sense of humor, man. I think nowadays, most of the time, no matter what kind of walk of life you're from, if you've got a good sense of humor, then you're going to be doing all right as a person. You need it in this day in life. If you can't have a good sense of humor, life would be, I think life would be fairly boring. On that note, let's bring over this screen and just talk about something that was on here the other day then. So we all seen the talks about the new 5-star gem, and I'm hoping there's going to be some stuff about the new 1 and 2-star gem, because I think we're definitely going to be getting 2s and 1 stars. It always happens every anniversary. Be interesting to see what they're going to be this time around. Whether they're going to be on a similar sort of thing to this 5-star leak that we're now going to discuss, or whether it be something completely different. I would hope to see some more damage stacking 1s and 2 stars as well, but I think we've already got enough of the 2 stars, maybe a 1 star. But we'll see. Now, when it comes to this new 5-star, then Bloodflow Legendary, we're going to be getting it for free. We're going to get 1 for free, which is really, really cool. It will only be a 2-star quality, but you're going to be able to claim that from the 19th of June. Basically, the leak today was this one here, which shows us exactly what the gem looks like. And to be honest with you, the gem looks absolutely cool. I did actually get a higher resolution of this. So where did I put it? I'm sure I downloaded it. Maybe I put it only in my Discord. Let me load up Discord, because I did get a higher resolution image of this gem, and it absolutely looks amazing. Much better than the crimson that we've just had. Pretty sure I put it in my channel, not in the channel that most people see. Yeah, I did. Let's save this image. Okay. We should have a new image here now. Let's refresh. We do. So I created a high resolution image of that, and that looks so much better. I hear you on that. Thanks for your kindness, DI brother. You know, I went to pools since you and Indez are there. Indez banned me, so it's whatever. I ain't tripping. I know how I am in this game, but yeah, I like Indez. You know, everyone knows that I've gotten well with Indez, have a good friendship with Indez. But everyone has different friends, don't they? You know, different people they get on with, different attitude of people that they kind of understand. They understand people's humor and things like that. So, and people are going to click with different people at the end of the day, even inside a game where you don't necessarily know the person at the end of the day. But yeah, this image comes from this image. I just made it into a high res image, and I think the gem looks absolutely amazing. We did say in my channel on Discord for the few Necro people there that help me do builds and stuff, how amazing it does look as a high res image. Now, the gem itself then, how many people have already read about the gem? What are other people's thoughts on the gem from what they've seen so far? Because I personally think if it stays like this on screen, which I'll read it out in a second, it's absolutely fucking broken. You know, the first bit of it says you activate Blood Fury for 6 seconds on a critical hit. So on a critical hit, you do it. Now it doesn't say per mob, which I guess it's definitely not. So it's going to be on one critical hit on any mob. You activate a 20-second cooldown, and then during this period, your damage to enemies is increased by 20%. Your critical hit damage is then increased by 40%. And any enemies that have got a bleed on them, it deals 10% damage per second for 3 seconds. That's absolutely fucking insane. There's nothing else to say about that. Absolutely insane. And then to top it off, you've got the improved affix at the bottom there, which says each nearby enemy bleeding increases your critical hit chance by 4% up to 16%. So you only need 4 enemies that are bleeding to get the maximum crit hit chance out of it as well. This is absolutely nutty. One of the best gems is going to be in the game completely for all, I think for everyone. Free to play, low spender, whale. Everyone is going to want this gem. It's it pretty much is, yeah. But I think what you'll find there, Puddin, is people will use this, and then they're also going to be stacking Mother's Lament as well as your consequences, as well as possibly Berserker's Eye, right? Especially the lower spenders and the free to play. The thing with this is this critical hit damage is increased by 40%. Because simply with that, let's just put this image up here so we can go back to it and then move this. So with that 40% crit hit damage, and I think Indez touched on his video that I briefly see today. If you go into your crit hit damage here, and I'm in my dungeon build now. We got 33.5% there. Then if you go to your armor pen, critic damage by 55%. So you start working that out. We got 55% there. Then we're going to add in whatever I had on the sheet anyway, 33.5%. So we're already at 80, you know. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be literally re-rolling our reforges. Because no one's going to need this crit hit damage. It's pointless. Look at how small that is. It's tiny. Yeah, BOE Shepherds is going to be capped. 100%. Which really and truthfully, that makes Shepherds pointless. It's a really broken gem. Absolutely insane. And I think free to play will want to get this to rank 4. And anyone else, low spender, rank 6. And then, you know, everyone else up higher. All the way up to 10. You know, I'll be looking to get it to 6 eventually. I don't know what I'm honestly going to replace. I'm already at 88% on the crit hit damage. So that 40% is going to smash me way above what I need. You know, really, you're just not going to need this. You know, you're not going to need so much crit hit damage on gear, right? And like you just said, make a pure bleed build. The bleed is another question, right? So the bleed here, literally dealing 10% damage per second for this bleed. See, my question about it's not even a spreading bleed build. Does this get affected by dot res? Because if that is affected by dot resolution, which in theory it should be, it's a bleed, it's a dot, our Grim Scythe should resolve it. That means we're going to have this one, we're going to have Orgs, we're going to have Studied Menace. Exactly. For dot res builds, this is the gem. Like this is a meta change in gem when it comes to PvE and PvP. It's going to be insane. I'm right in saying it's going to be strifed. But we have to wait and see on that. The other biggest question is, will it be affected by two-piece Vifus? And my conclusion is it probably will be, even though there was that debate about Crimsons and them saying that they didn't want to have Vifus affecting Crimson because it would be broken. If this is affected by Vifus, it's going to be even more broken. It's going to be absolutely insane. This gem is just nuts. Absolutely crazy. Possibly, yeah. Maybe time to go Feast and Barons. So Feast and Barons increases damage done from all sources by 20% to enemies suffering under loss of control effects. Holy shit. The issue is... The issue is, though, is yeah, you're going to have this gem. Is this gem... If I was to drop, say, augments, which would be interesting to replace augments with this gem. Is it going to be worthwhile doing? Because the duration of that ignite is increased by 30%, so... Vifu would not work on Crimsons, you're correct there, but normal beneficial effect duration does. At the moment, I think with just normal beds, you can get 9 seconds. When you have the maximum amount of beneficial effect duration. If Vifu's affected Crimson, it would work out to be around about 11. On a 20-second cooldown as well. And it will be the same for this new gem. Where did I just put the new gem? There it is. It'll be the same for this. Activate Blood Fury for 6 seconds. That will increase to around about 11 seconds with Vifu's and full bed. So you're going to have a 9-second downtime. But the crazy thing is then, is a lot of our gems now that are 2-star and upwards have a 20-second cooldown, right? Maybe. Maybe they will with the chains. Yeah, 100%. I could see that. I think you're right. There might be something there though, but when you said about augments here, 30% there increases on this here, but it says duration of your additional ignite state is increased by 30%. So yeah, you're getting 30% more damage effectively on that for 3 seconds, up to a maximum of 3. Okay. Dealing damage over that seconds up to a maximum of 3. Will Feasting Barons 4 with that 20%, and then the damage from wherever that gem is now, here, the 10%, be enough ticks to replace 4-piece augments? And possibly it will be because of crit hit chance. You know, if it's crit hit chance... Yeah. Crit hit chance. If I bring the calculator up again. So crit hit chance here. You're going to get a maximum of 16. So... Didn't want to do that. That's better. Just lost the chat at the top of my top screen. There we go. So yeah, we're going to have 16% for the new gem. When most mobs around us, we're going to have 4, especially in like dungeons and overworld. Then you can go with Berserker's Eye to gain another 2 if you need it as a free-to-play player. Don't forget though, dude, you're taking something out, so take out that bit first and then apply. True. I just want to see how much crit you can stack without kind of worrying about anything else. So we got 18%. With this, we get 32%. With this is not the one. This one. We get another 30%. So that's 80% from just gems. Then you've got glass, which is just one that kind of applies it to the mobs. Let's get rid of base, so we can take away this 2% because that is just base anyway. Too many things open. There we go. Nothing else was base that I've got, right? I suppose I have got my warband room. What warband room am I actually in at the moment? Okay, I'm only in Protector, so I'm not actually using the crit hit anyway. See, I'm going to be way above the cap, right? Yeah, probably snipes. So crit hit chance, I'm going to be well above the cap if I use that. So possibly you can start thinking about really dropping Mother's Lament. Maybe. Oh, runes. Runes is one other thing I always forget. Runes. So I got 4% there as well. So that's 4%. So maybe we're all going to be running around with 100% crit chance no matter what. Because you can easily get another one of those in there as well. The Zul's. It is Zul, isn't it? For that. Oh, Zuha, sorry. 4% is 8. And then you've got 16% on the new gem. Any reforges, yeah. What do we get crit hit chance on? Look, you know, there's just so much. We're all going to have 100% crit. Everyone will have 100% crit. No matter what you are, free to play, low spender, wow, everyone will have 100% crit. Without even really trying. You know, I have now got 100% it will be, yeah. It's going to be insane, right? It's going to be completely meta changing, this gem. Just this one gem mixes everything up. Really does. So at the moment, I've got 29% crit there. What is my raid build? Let's just go raid build and test this out. Raid build. 29%. Hey, when the screen bugs like that. Disappear. So everything is procced. I'm already at 91.6. I love new things, better than old things than just an upgrade. Hey man, how's it going, man? Welcome in. You heard in PvP, Mother's Lament's got limited effects. Is that true? I mean, with Mother's Lament, is that one that is strifed? When you deal damage, you have a 20% chance. Oh yeah, exactly. You got Seder as well. The thing when you got to look at when it comes to like Mother's Lament. Okan, how's it going? When it comes to critical hit chance, the thing you got to remember is the way it's worded, right? To whether it's going to be this is your critical hit chance by 32%. Does this drop before Gauntlet reset? This is going to be available on the 19th, this new gem. I will have to write a list about what gems work and doesn't, and kind of the way these crit hit chance, and kind of write a list out of what things are affected by strife. I don't know if it's in that guide that's been on Reddit recently. Because I always forget what's strifed and not. Too much to remember. Here we go, there is a list. Someone has already done the work for me. Gauntlet reset 1619, 619. So let's go 2-star gems. So Mother's Lament buff is strifed. You see it here in this list, guys. Really handy list to have. Where is Mother's? Mother's Lament. Right here. What Negro build is what? The one I'm currently in. It's just my raid build. You know, some things aren't strifed, some things are strifed. It's all depending on, I think most of the gems, when you go in, they're going to be strifed, but your essences aren't strifed, right? From what I remember. But yeah, with me fully procced, 91.6 with this gem setup. Let me show you a better than that. There you go. I think the Battle Guard gets a buff. Also, or use it in PvP and use it into... I mean, there's a lot of things that's going to become available to us when it comes to this gem coming out. I'm really intrigued to see what it's going to do for us. But I'm also intrigued to know what the 1 and 2 star coming out is going to be. And I want to know how many we're going to get for free. The chances of you saying that at the same time as I said it. Great minds think alike, mate. I'm really intrigued to see what they are. I hope we get to see them soon. I reckon they're going to have something to do with bleeds as well. Just my take on that, just my thoughts. Maybe I should say I speculate they're going to have bleeds on them. Do a bit of speculation. But this gem, guys, like, if I was to put this anywhere, it's going to be like SS tier. It'll be the best 5-star in the game. Without a shadow of a doubt. Unless they suddenly come out and say this is not going to be affected by Vifus, and then it might drop down a little bit. But it will 100% be affected by Vifus. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. So you're definitely going to be wanting to get one. Or many. Always looks good on paper. Exactly. And to me, this might not even be. This is just a leak. If it comes out like this, it's broken. So I'm quite possibly it won't come out like this. OP gem, exactly, fella. Another best 5-star, no surprises there until a few months later. Exactly. But it's all to do with the power creep that we get, right? Every Diablo has it. But it's just that this power creep in this game costs a lot of money. You're planning on swiping if it works with Vifus? It should work with Vifus. I don't see the reason why it wouldn't, and I don't see them telling us no because they want people to buy it. I reckon Blizzard's paper's definitely soggy. Can you share that list of gems in Discord? Keep an eye on Sunday. There's going to be a nice video coming out about Necro gems. But I can definitely share this list that I've got for this Google spreadsheet. Another must-have gem. Exactly, yeah. With all the other must-haves. We've only got 8 slots, but you need all 20 gems. It's crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. I'm actually going to put this, like, I've taken the image, that high-res image, and I've actually put it into the new video, into the video for Sunday. But that could change, and I will state that in the video. I just wanted to make sure I put it into the placement so that if it does become like this, it's already in. But it's not going to be in the main gem list setup as of yet. There is a Fexus. There is another part at the end of the video you'll see where it shows you, like, and you may have seen it where I give little glimpses of it the other day. It's got like free to play, dolphin, you know, whale, kraken, all the different spend levels, and which gems you're going to need to look at depending on what gem spend level you're at on a Necro. And I'm going to include the image for this new gem next to the ones I think you're going to be wanting to get this gem at. I'm not going to put the main right up into the main guide yet, but that will be coming when we update the guide in a few months. Save your wallet. Yes, definitely save the wallet. It's just a broken gem. It comes out like this. It's the best gem in the game. It really is. We'll see as it gets closer and we actually get to see this. I'll most probably make a video on the patch notes. I want to see the full set of patch notes, not like part and part like we've had recently. And then I'll do my video. What's the best way to get gem power? Visa. Man, I miss defend gems. This constant output and damage without no strategy is getting boring. The trouble is that it's just the Diablo way. Diablo is all about power creep. Yeah, if this gems comes out like it is, it will be OP. I think, yeah, OP with an extra bit of OP. It's just insane. I was saying before you come in, Fex, like, this gem, if it's affected by Vifus, that are 6 seconds is going to be like 11. Yeah, exactly. That's why this is all just like based on the leak, what we've seen. Instead of doing me doing a video based on like this, because I don't have time to just do videos on stuff like this. I wanted to just talk about it today on stream for like half an hour, which we've done. And yeah, I highly expect this gem to change from what we see here. It may not. But my thought process is it would. Yeah, exactly. It will be affected by Vifus because it is a 5-star. So that 6 seconds is going to be 11, right? But the argument is, you know, we know the answer to this argument as well. Is Crimson Vifus doesn't affect because they didn't want to because it would be broken. This gem though, because it's a 5-star, money, Vifus has to work with it. And that is 100% the reason. Which I get. It's a business thing. That's absolutely fine. I understand it. Anyway, we can still talk about it. I'm just going to carry on doing some stuff. Want to do some TRs. Then we'll do some dungeons. I want to get a couple of my TRs out of the way. Well, as a free-to-play, I look forward to being pummeled by others with it. The trouble is, as a free-to-play, you're definitely going to want to use it. And you're going to get one for free. Yeah, I agree with that statement, Fexus. That the 2 stars should never be superior. There shouldn't be ones that, you know, like you just said, there is some now that are superior in the 2 stars that than the 5 stars. But yeah, there should never be ones that are new that kind of yeah, with the 2 stars are on a competing level. Problem is getting to high level ranks. As a free to play, like you only really need to get to say rank 4. So to get to rank 4 as a 5 star. This website here shows you exactly what you need. You need 3 copies and 225 gem power to get to a rank 4. It costs around 5k give or take to rank a 5. Is that to right to rank 10? Yeah. Yeah, agreed. $5,000 to get to rank 10 as a 5 star. Well, you need 4450. Yeah. But as a 4 star free to play, that's doable. You need 3 copies. You're going to get 1 for free, then you need 2 more. And then you've got a 4 star gem. We don't know what the 4 star the rank 4 gem, sorry. And even if it's just a 2 star, you know, if you get into this, then you're going to be laughing because 400 res, right? If you're lucky. It'd be nice to see the breakdown of this gem going through the ranks to see what we get as a rank 4. Because that would be the thing, right? When it comes to free to plays. Yeah. Interesting. Hopefully we get some more leaks about the gem soon before, way before the 19th. But I would definitely save all your crests, guys. The trouble is, what will rank 1 give you? That's the thing. Where when it comes to orcs and damaged gems, I don't recommend it. There will be one. There will normally is new 1 and 2 star gems as well when we have anniversaries. But going back to what Bogart just said there, like you can't wait to orcs this into your useless 5 star old gem. I would not recommend orcs this new gem into an old 5 star. And there is a valid reason for that. Because other gems that are like 2 stars will be better than your rank 1 of that gem. You'll gain more from it. So auctioning a damaged 5 star gem as a rank 1 is pointless. You'll actually be doing yourself an injustice by doing it. Where are TRs currently? They better be in a good area. Fuck my life. Maybe we'll do dungeons. I hate that area. Oh yeah, 100% we're going to get a surge event. That seems to be the in thing at the moment, doesn't it? Who is on? Anyone that wants to do some dungeons. Can't see many people online that be here. Is even Putter? You're online? Apparently not. Probably a Phantom Gallery as well. Probably. No, I'm quite lucky. I've actually got like, I got 17.8k, guys. Nah, but to be fair, like, I've still got 14 of these, right? Which I'm not going to use. Oh man, that was so good. I've still got the inhaler. So good. I hope we do get another one of those. That'd be great. $5K a piece for those cores. Yeah, I know. That's why I've got. That's why I made sure I capped out all of them. Because I'm always short on platinum. Always. I just don't sell enough. But to have how many of them did I have? 14. That's a fair amount of plat. Yeah, I can imagine when you're doing that many riffs to rank a gem up. Yeah, 100%. Okay, dungeons it is. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that bulk load of platinum so I can use that to buy something. Yeah, I think it's like 70k, isn't it? Oh, are you online, are you? Let me decline that then. Couldn't see you on the list. Did I go past you? Oh, you are here, right at the very top. Look, it's because I was looking at this part, not this part.
We grow ever stronger.
Any news about the all servers market? Heard about it some time ago. Yeah, it's going to happen with this anniversary event, I think, isn't it?
How much farther will rabbits in this hellish jungle?
Let them kill the orange. Oh, we got some blues.
Where is the chieftain?
Our price is going to drop in the newer market. Should we stock up on any gems? I don't really know kind of what to advise on that because it's going to be a weird one, I think. I think to start with, it's going to be weird. And then I think the prices will drop. But like most prices have a cap on them anyway, right? So you can't go lower than certain things anyway. So it's just there's going to be more of things on the market. So everyone's going to have things at the lowest price eventually. Yo, Az. You're up late, consider you said you was knackered. Hey bro, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, how are you? Yeah, I can see what the emote is. Don't know if everyone else can see that, but I know which one that is. It's actually really, really good. Do you have the other one as well? Have you got both? from your pictures. You have. Oh, that is sick. Problem X. How's it going, man? I'm doing very well, thanks. You so need to keep that trend going, and 100% you do. I actually think that the newer one is better as well, though. You just gotta find places you can go now with really tall buildings that you can do it with. Oh, really? What building do you think you did it with? Like the Shard or something like that? Big Ben would be a good one to get. The Shard would be a good one to get. Yeah. Could I do a build where I go through my saved builds just using the small tab in the army where it shows essences and greens? Most vids are 20 minutes long. I mean, I could do something like that. I'm sure I could come up with one way of doing it well. The trouble is, when it comes to them sorts of videos, like, people do like to have the greens and that sometimes explained, and I think that's why a lot of us creators do videos like that and make them like between, say, 15-20 minutes long, because we like to go into a lot of detail, get a lot of questions answered by doing it that way, you see. But that's why we put in, I think most of my videos have got it, timestamps.
Somebody help me! Noah! Please help me! I'm here, Noah. Don't be afraid. You're cool. Watch out!
I definitely will share that on my Discord later on for you, mate.
Somebody help me! Noah!
When it comes to the build question, though, I can definitely do something for you, Ogre. Like, I can definitely probably do a video which is just like, here's my rundown of the favorite Necro builds, you know, something like that, which will show you what I use on a regular basis, and then just class it as like maybe a 5 to 8, maybe an 8-minute video, something like that. Because then what I can do is I can just tag in my other videos anyway, so it probably help everyone. It's probably a good idea. I like the idea. We'll get something done.
Soon all will burn, and I will revel with
Don't know if I'm going to have a catch up on the damage. Gonna be close. Is there a rival PvE build with a golem? No. Not with like the golem you transform into. I mean, there is one, and I'll maybe show you, or maybe I should put it together and show people. Actually, like the only viable PvE golem build that you can possibly do. There is a video on it. I can't remember if that was a video I did when I had the robot voice. Which it probably was, thinking about it. We need a golem riding the rhino build. Can you imagine? I like the speed and the size with 4 magic attributes. Yeah, golem can be, in PvE, golem can be huge. That's what she said. Oh, lazy dungeon.
How much farther are the
You guys should be getting a nice speed here. I'm running nice. Oh, you can really notice it as well. Use your raid build for Gauntlet or make some tweaks. I would just use the raid build. The thing is with Gauntlet, like with raids, you can get away with going in your random high CR pieces. With Gauntlet, you really can't. So I would just preferably use the highest kind of like raid proper build you can use with set pieces included. The only thing you can do in it, but you will lose a bit of DPS, is potentially change to draw deep chest. So when you buy a bone armor, you're going to protect yourself a little bit. That's the only thing I say is worthwhile testing out with the draw deep. We haven't got part and gift anymore, and part and gift was broken back in the day. It was great. Really, really good. And then they nerfed it. And then not just nerfed it, they absolutely ruined it, obliterated it. Sad times. That's a really noticeable movement speed increase. Considering in this build I don't use anything to increase my movement speed other than the corpse lance. Yeah. I think it's probably worth using in the gauntlet as well. Your third time I did gauntlet was on a Necro. Yeah, I think the draw deep heal pants is a good combination to use in a gauntlet. Yeah. That's because Necros are just squishy as hell. The trouble is, do you lose too much DPS? You got to look at it like this when it comes to DPS, right? And not many people do look at it like this. If you're dead, you're not doing damage. So you lost 100% DPS. If you're alive, you're still doing DPS. That's the way to look at it. Simple equation. It's the one way to people don't necessarily look at the game. But in any game that requires you to think about survivability, you know, especially in harder content like doing Gauntlet. Yeah, overall it's a DPS loss, but you know, if you're dead because you're not using the survivability, increasing your survivability, then you're doing no damage. So that's the kind of the way I look at it.
Chatted £7.76. Cheers from Nevermore Clan on Peace Warders.
Thank you very much for that super chat there, Oak. That is very much appreciated. Anytime anytime you have any questions, man, just come in. Anytime. The biggest help to that is a vitality and a nice big ruby. Your dummy DPS is garbage compared to dungeons and raids. The trouble is with dummy is like, don't take that as like your damage. That's just a test of viability of builds, really. And it's fun to do it on there and go, yeah, I can do 10 million damage per second. Or I can do 20 million damage per second. Real world DPS is always going to be different. Yeah, Necro is really squishy. I swapped from bar back to Necro and tried challenge dungeons and kept dying. Yeah, you've just got to know what to kind of use to survive, right? See, not sure how people do it, but I go tower dungeon solo, challenge dungeon. I don't ever really do dungeons solo. Is Necro a top 3 DPS today? Not sure when compared on Temp Data. I would say like DPS wise, if you're talking like raw damage, I would probably say Sada tops it, and then Necro most probably underneath that. I reckon it's close between the two, right, Effects? That's when you're talking about, say, your level. Necro Sada are definitely like top 2, that's for sure. Yeah. And it's all because dot resolution, right? Dot resolution is just massive, massive damage in the game. Depends on the player. Some players push harder than others. It also depends on, like, I totally agree on the player, but it depends on how they set up as well, right? Because, you know, you like the looks of me being a lower spender compared to yourself. You know, making sure you're doing the right damage stacking, gems, for instance, and the right reforges, the right enchants is a massive thing when it comes to doing massive damage at a lower reso level. Once you get into like the 8k upwards range, you know, it's a bit of a different kettle of fish, different story when it comes to that amount of reso. Yeah. I think it's good to see some 5-star gems coming out that are going to be damage based, to see where whales can really push that damage with these new gems. You look at some of the gems that come out with the game, like Steven Bile, RIP. Like, that might as well just be removed now. The newer gems now far out kind of way the old gems, but the issue with the gem pool is, yeah, they're giving us the option to turn off gems. Still doesn't help when it comes to getting the gems you want, right? Still massive RNG. Thanks for the chat. Nap time. Us old people need them once in a while. Have a good nap, mate. Have a good nap. A nap. A nap on a Friday. Do I think the gem pool is too large? Fuck yeah. Could they remove gems from the game? I mean, they could. It's their game. Should they remove gems from the game? Probably. Will they? Probably not. The issue with removing them at this stage is, what if someone's trying to level one of them gems for something? So it's very difficult for them to remove what gems that are in the game. I think the only thing they can really do to counter the fact that there's loads of gems is to just give more slots, but I don't think they're going to be doing that anytime soon. No incentives for them to remove and make our lives easier and cheaper. Just give it, you know, I had this thought earlier, like what they could do is, when it comes to upgrading gems, right? Why do we need to use the same gem over and over again? They may give us a slot. It's been a year. Yeah, I'd like to see it, to be honest. I know a lot of people wouldn't like it. I wouldn't actually say it's we do need a power creep, and that gem proves that the power creep is always happening. If that's what the new gem is going to look like. Diablo games have always had a power creep. You know, you look at D3, you know, you had the likes of the Kanye Cube, you know, whatever that was called, where you could slot in other essences. And I think that would be a really cool power creep in this game. You know, to be able to use like another essence that's not actually on your gear, but it would apply using it. It would be great. It would change metas massively. More so than what just one gem would. But whether they actually ever do something like that or not, because there's no monetary value in it, who knows. But I think it is time for another slot at some point. And I also think that's why that they will eventually reduce the wing slot requirements from like 6k to 4k. I can definitely see that happening sooner rather than later. Just gonna have to open my window. It's getting rather warm in here. It's like 30 degrees in this office. Oh, that's better. Should hopefully cool it down a little bit. They should raise the cap on gear rank and Heliquary. I think a Heliquary for sure. Gear rank they won't do yet. I can see them doing it in the future, but it won't be something they do anytime soon. And I think when they do it, it won't be using the dust that we've saved up millions of. It'll be a new material. So the wing slot, when you get to like 6k reso, you get extra sockets on your wings. They're not sockets that you can have gems that are activated in them, but you can put, I think, any gems in them to increase your reza. I wouldn't be able to explain any more than that because I don't have 6k. Yeah, it's just another part of the game that free-to-play players don't get to see, which is obviously, it's a shame. Has everyone been saving up their shit greens anyway, ready for the new green enhancement thing that we're going to get in the crafting area? Change some music, a bit more upbeat for dungeons.
A new partner. Very well.
Yeah, but you can put in anything in it, right? One of the creators, Gamer Zone. I haven't clicked on the video yet, but I just had a notification say, new 5-star gem, get it for free, and creators are overhyping it. I will probably confess that the ones that the Crimson was overhyped. I don't think this one's going to be overhyped unless there is a real change in the gem compared to what it is now. Drama is starting to get to the DI creators. Doom is upon us. I think there's just a lot of like questionable, well, not even questionable. I think it's just some people would say it's overhyped and it's just like funding the game because people will then go and spend more money on the game because creators are overhyped. And I know they will. That is the way it works. You know, the creators there, they overhype stuff, whether they mean to or not. You know, I didn't do a Crimson Bayonet gem guide or review. I just put my opinion out there by just speaking on Discord and speaking on stream. Do you suggest to upgrade my level 7 Crimson gem to 8 or 7 is good enough? I would probably say get it to 8 and then stop. Especially while this event is still going and you can still get them. I enjoy your no bullshit, let's wait and see approach on videos, to be honest. You know, I think, you know, there's people out there, creators out there that do obviously speculation videos, you know, and I think it's all well and good, don't get me wrong. But is that just doing a video for the sake of doing a video is my kind of thoughts about that. I don't want to do a video for the sake of doing a video because my time is very limited anyway. And I know, like, us creators, you know, we get money for making videos because we're part of the YouTube partner program. We earn money from it all and that, this, that, and the other. But it's not about the money. It's about the community. You know, I'm here to help people. It's never about the money. And it's not a lot of money anyway. But anything helps, don't get me wrong, and it adds to the money that I earn from my main job. But It's not about the money. It's about you guys. It's about the community. So giving you the correct information and waiting for the correct information to come out, I think is always better. And if that means less videos, it means less videos. Who cares? I mean, I can just come on, we can just chat shit on here, so it's all good. Thanks, Loris, for being real. Always. No, my plan to start doing content for a channel like this was never to make money from it. Money is a bonus. But making, you know, connection with people and contacts and that sort of stuff is what it's all about. And I think it's safe to say I've definitely done that. We got a nice little community on the roll. Discord's been doing great. We're like pushing on the 500 members now. Never had to kick anyone from Discord. Everyone is very polite. Everyone's very helpful. And you can't say that really about many communities. Don't get me wrong, there'll be a time where there is one person that comes in and like maybe tries to spoil that, and we have to kind of kick them out, sort them out, you know, so to speak. But it hasn't happened yet in 6 months, so that's why I'm going to forgive you when you change to Druid. Man, Druid is going to be a lot of fun to play. I'm actually looking forward to having a different experience in the game, because it's been Necro for 3 years. 3 years is insane. You know, never changing class, understanding Necro, you know, pretty much inside and out. Testing loads of builds out for this. You know, look at the amount of Necro videos I've managed to do. I think there's like taking out all the maybe patch note videos that I've done, which is not many. There must be 60 videos of just Necro. And, you know, gems for Necro and stuff like that. It's crazy, really, how much content I've put out just for one class. In a 6-month period as well. It really is insane. There is a lot of content on the channel. And then I think to myself, like, I haven't made a video since, like, I don't know, beginning of this month. I think it was like the 6th or 7th of May. And I'm like, I sometimes think, well, maybe I should have done a video. Maybe I should have done this. Maybe I should have done that. But at the end of the day, it would have just been another video that would have been helpful for someone, but it would have just been for the sake of doing a video. And there's nothing for me to really do videos about at the moment. And that's why I've worked on this gem guide, which I think when it's released Sunday, you're going to love. It's got so much stuff in there that people are going to find useful. And it's not one of these hard to read guides either. It's just going to be very simple. We're going to show you on the video what I've made. And Mr. Lucky, welcome in. And you're going to see how easy it is to know what gems you need for which builds. Depending on your spend level as well, it's going to be really good. You're enjoying streaming more? Feel pretty chill? Yeah, I think I've got to the level now where I can just answer questions while playing, talk to people. It's fairly easy. I think the first couple of streams that I did, it was kind of, I was a bit apprehensive, I suppose, because you just don't know what to expect. You've never done it before. It's something new. But I think you guys are, you know, most of you guys come in now on every stream that I do, and we just chat. Just like you would with mates in real life, isn't it? You know, you're chatting about something you enjoy. You can chat about real life shit. And that's what a community is. So yeah, I'm definitely more chill, I suppose, on stream now. How am I doing? I'm doing very well. It's Friday. It's a weekend. Always going to be doing well on a Friday. Well, I say it's Friday. It's now turned into Saturday. For me, anyway. Exactly. Anyone ask me how I'm doing on a Friday, it's always going to be good. I don't work many weekends, so I actually worked out today. I think I've got a weekend I'm working coming up towards the end of June, and that is the first weekend I've done in like 4 months, which is unreal. What do I think about the new gem leak? We was talking about that a little while ago, but obviously before you joined, and I think if the gem stays as it is, then it's SS tier. Everyone will want it. Even free-to-plays. Rank 4 free-to-plays and above for everyone else. Ideally for like a lower spender, rank 5 or rank 6 maybe. And it will work with Ifus 100%. So you're going to get 11 seconds of uptime on that gem. And in theory it should work with dot resolution as well, but yet to be seen. But that is all obviously just a leak. Things can change. So we'll have to wait and see. And that's why I talked about it on stream instead of doing a vid. And I think it's nice to talk about something like that on a stream because, wow, because you get to have a chat about it with other people instead of just talking to a camera about it yourself. And I think that's why I enjoy streaming a lot. And I think that's the same with Indes. Once you start streaming, it's so nice because you can just sit back and just chat. As long as you're happy to chat to just your camera and people that are in your chat, then you feel comfortable doing so, then that's fine. I think it will most probably stay something similar to what it is. Gotta go, fellas. It's way into Saturday here in Finland. Nice stream. Take care. Take care, mate. Speak soon. Yeah, I do work remotely for my day job. So as you can imagine, working remotely, I work a 40-hour week, different shifts each week as well. And that is in this office as well, so I spend a lot of time in here. Any room? Are you on my friends list? If there's room, you can join if you're on my friends list. Just request an invite. Good old tomb, yep. What's my tag? There you go. Yeah, no worries, man. Did you send it? Let's get rid of all the ones I've got so I know which one's you. If you already sent it, resend it. I'll do another one while I'm waiting. Time is loot. Time is loot. Okay, I'll have a look out for that.
You've arrived. Sultan Kul and Tal Rasha are
Let's add you.
fighting below. Here.
The demons are trying to keep us from the prime evil. Join me in foiling their efforts, would you?
Hopefully I've done that correctly. I take it that is a 0 as well then. Yeah, it's too late in the day to think about zeros and O's. Been typing on keyboards all day long. Oh, it is sacrificial power. I better be careful.
Sultan. Your ally suffers. Join him.
I am renewed.
Take it Pud when AFK. Unless he DC'd. $360 million. God damn. Yep. Rip. Sacrificial power. Oh, he's back. He's alive.
It is done.
Yes, but it will not hold. The prime evil spirit is...
Then we must obtain another. Tyrael, he will have answers. I assure you, Bale will not roam free again. But we can have this conversation later.
Did you get the friends request? Apparently not. Did you see the friends request or not? Did they nerf the challenge dungeons recently? They did drop the CR. I'll do another one. You can come join the next one.
The Haradrim, you've arrived. Sultan Kul and Tal Rasha are already fighting below.
The demons are trying to keep us from the prime evil. Join me in foiling their efforts, would you?
How do I prep for 900? Prepping for 900 is going to be very odd because I'm highly expecting us to get a reduction with the patch, but it's not been confirmed or anything yet because there's no new difficulties. So there's going to be new difficulties coming up in the new patch for sure.
Sultan, take the others through the alley.
So I don't think there's going to be any prep for 900. I think it'll be more like prepping for maybe 300. I suppose no matter whether it be 300 or 900, there's still going to be some prepping to do. And I think it's just a matter of getting like enough materials from like for greens that you can craft at least 16 pieces. So you can get 2 of each piece of your main build set that you use, so you can actually get some higher CR. That's how I normally prep. I normally don't really prep when it comes to any other ways. You're almost Paragon 500, so if there's a nerf come to Paragon, you'll still be effectively the same level. It just means that your level will drop, but your power level won't.
Then we must obtain another. Tyrael, he will have answers. I assure you, Bale will not roam free again. But we can have this conversation later.
Ah, welcome, ally.
You didn't get it? I want to exit game. I want to add a friend. Look, add a friend. Let me just type it in again then. So we got S010 P. Make sure I'm doing it correctly. PL 4Y. Then it's 3R. Hashtag 1678. That's correct, isn't it? Yeah. How about now? Did you get it? Check to see if you got it, accept it if you did, and then we'll get you on the next one.
Mission accomplished together. Foul in these halls. If the secret is here, it lies in the deepest.
Let's go this way for once. I don't very often go this way. Oh, we've got an ancient. Oh, I'll come and help you. Fuck the boss. No loot. You love that pet familiar? So I think it's great. I think it's a really cool addition. Like, I just like seeing it just like zip up behind you when it's far behind. And I managed to get the one so I've got the beard. I had to have the one with a beard. Wouldn't be right not to. Exactly. It has to match. If there's a pet that's got a beard, then it needs to have a beard. You know, it's like the new butcher familiar that's coming out. It's missing one thing. It needs a beard. Butcher with a Viking beard would be amazing.
Very well.
Exactly. What would be that would be so cool. I've always played a female character. Can you have beards in this game as a male? Never really looked at that. Yeah, it's just something I've never looked at. Maybe I should look. It would be weird if I changed my character to male though. I just think the cosmetics look so much better as female. And Mr. Lucky, you were saying a little while ago about the Paragon level. So on here that you'll see is before simplification. So we had a simplification last year, I believe it was. And this what we would have Paragon we would have been without that simplification. So I think once that gets to 2000, this is why I think we're going to be getting that reduction soon. It is crazy as fuck. Yeah, I agree. I'm hoping they do something with the Paragon trees eventually, which change the ways that they work slightly, because I know we're going to be getting a new Paragon tree with the patch. They always do that this time of year. But whether that'd just be one or whether that'd be multiple, I'm expecting it to be multiple. I'd say we're probably going to get like 2 new trees, maybe. Yep, exactly that as well, Puddin. Exactly that. I don't even know how far I got on my hero's journey. I'm terrible for hero's journey. I don't know about yourself. Chapter 3. I should go and do Sentinel Stand. We'll do that before I go offline tonight. And see if I can blast these out in 19 days. So bad. Yours is done. Man, do I even play this game when I don't do stuff like that? The trouble is I find it's too hidden away to even worry about it. They give you red dots for everything else, but there's no red dots for your fucking hero journey. Throw red dots all over that and I'll complete it.
Together we will do what must be done.
You didn't even know about the hero's journey. Well, they say you learn something new every day there, Mr. Lucky, so today is your lucky day. You sent it. It's not come through yet. Nope, not had a notification. I say throw red dots all over the hero's journey and make me do it. There's just no red dots for it. And that's why I forget it. That's like this new, like when they removed the event center. I was actually so annoyed with the event center being removed because I actually forget to do stuff now. Like the other day, I didn't even realize it was Wild Brawl. Wild Brawl is up. I just so happened to be going to BG and was like, oh fuck me, there's Wild Brawl. Didn't even realize because it's not in that list of events that's ongoing because it's sitting in that new shitty event center thing that they added. It's not even there, is it? It's here, sorry. Here. You have to go through here to see what's available to you now. It's just a crazy way of doing it. Having the events listed here and the events there at the bottom was much easier to remember stuff. Don't know why your friend's request isn't coming through. It's very unusual. What region are you on? You're on EU, right?
Let us face the darkness as one.
You're still on chapter 1. There's plenty of stuff you can get from the rewards from doing it. Those are freebies.
Trapped us together,
Yo, bro, what's up? How's it going, man? It's the weekend. That is what is up. It is the weekend. It's chill time. No work until Monday. Although, we all know what it's like. Weekend chill time goes like this. Monday's back, the week goes slow. Explore and heroes as hilts, gems, and tons of crests. It definitely does. Whoa, elite's crazy. We did 2 games together today. Is that in the BG, wasn't it? Were they both winning ones? Because I think I only lost one today. Yeah. Nice. Oh. Haha. Oh, it came through. We'll get you in on the next one. That took its time coming through. Both wins. Yeah, it was really good. I had like, I think it was 5 wins, 1 loss today. Out of the about an hour of BGs I did. What, maybe a bit longer than an hour. Rip no golem here. Correct. He went down like a sack of shit. And you hit legend. Oh, grats, man. Well played. Can sit back and relax a little bit more now then. I think I hit gold 4 and then I dropped down slightly into gold 3 because I lost the last match that I did, which is a shame, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm still at like 83% win rate, I think it is. If I can keep that 75-80% win rate for the whole season, I'll be happy. As a tank. I don't know if it's going to let me invite you. It doesn't. It won't let me invite you there. Unusual. We'll have a look at that on the next stream and get you in. Very unusual. Did they nerf Pant's movement speed? How do you mean? Are you on about the bleak augury, yeah? You have 67% at the moment as Tempest. I think after Legend will drop a bit. Yeah. It will go down when you hit Legend. I think everyone does, you know. Mine I'm expecting to be, I'd say 70 to 80%. But it will probably be like the lower 70s by the end of the season, I should expect.
That raft is the only way forward, it seems.
I don't know what it is with Twitch. Every now and again with Twitch, it'll just jump up saying my bitrate is unstable. Average stream bitrate too high. Don't know why it does it. It's just propped above 6,000 KBs, but seems to be running alright still. I mean, but a bleak augury pants movement speed, not as far as I'm aware, it still gives 40%, right?
Death is inevitable. The raft is stuck, and those Shang are beyond my reach. Killing their reinforcements sure angered them. If I can just avoid the fire
Yeah, it's strange about that stream on Twitch. Bitrate going up like that. It's been stable for the last 3 hours, and then in the last like 5 minutes, it's just jumped up for some reason, saying that the bitrate is unstable. Seems to be running alright though. I mean, the sound sounds fine. I mean, the sound sounds fine. I mean, see? Sound sounds fine. Echo. Unusual. Maybe that is just a Twitch thing. YouTube's still really stable though. Very stable. Which is all good. But yeah, going back to the bleak augury, as far as I know, nothing's been changed with them. I haven't noticed any difference in them. I don't use them in this build, so it's hard for me to show you, but because in this build I literally get a maximum of like 68% luck. And this is not using bleak. There's probably one bit of movement speed that I'm missing while I'm not at 70, but it's fine.
Let us face the darkness as one.
It's so hot in here in Portugal. How hot are you over there at the moment then? 'Cause I think you're like similar sort of time to me, right? Time zone. It's like 1 o'clock nearly over here. What time are you over there? Or is it, are you an hour difference now? Is it like midnight? Yeah, so you are the same time then. It's been very humid over here. Like, currently in my office, and I know I've got like 3 lights on here, and I got a window open, the fan on, the main light is on, but it's like 27 degrees C. Very warm in here. Oh, blues. Dead blues. I think the summertime is the worst time to be a gamer, right? You just suffer. You want to play games, you're going to suffer. If you with a big computer, you're going to suffer. We suffer a lot. I mean, this room is never cool when I'm in there on the computer because I've got my 3 monitors. I got my, obviously all my lights, which is I have to have when it comes to making the camera quality look really, really good. And I even think my camera quality could be improved a little bit, to be honest. I think that's just me, though, judging myself, right? I mean, it's not very often I look at my stream while I'm streaming and looking at the camera itself, and it actually doesn't look too bad. I don't know what it looks like when I go like this. If that even shows that. I mean, it should do. Maybe it won't swap to that scene. I got a scene that's for just chatting. Did it swap to it? Or was I on a delay on YouTube? Maybe I wasn't up to date on the YouTube stream. Did it show it? Oh, it did. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There was for me, I hadn't reloaded YouTube when on my stream, so yeah, it does show. I haven't used this overlay yet, though. I'm thinking about just maybe setting up so we just have a just chatting towards the end of the stream or something, maybe. Looks alright, though. I have got it all set up properly. I just don't use most of the functions I set up on my stream deck. You know, I can move my camera around anywhere I want, which is really handy. Can go absolutely anywhere. So I've been playing around and setting it up. I just don't feel that we need some of these functions sometimes. It looks clean. Well, thank you. Took me forever to get everything ready though when I wanted to start streaming. I think it's just one of those things of being judgmental. We all judge ourselves, don't we? We're always our own biggest critics. How many greens we actually got tonight then? Not really that many. Drops have been, unless I've got... Not really that many. think we'll definitely do a couple more then put, and then we'll call it a night. I think it's definitely been another good stream. Just over 3 hours. I'm happy with that, considering how late I do start my streams. Looking forward to seeing people seeing the actual video of the gem guide. Yeah, feels green drops are reduced. Yeah, I was actually just gonna say that. Have they reduced the green drops because of this new thing coming out? Maybe it was a stealth nerf. We speculate it could have been a stealth nerf. It was, and it's an amazing stream. I'm glad you enjoyed. Glad you enjoyed. I always enjoy coming on now.
Welcome, ally.
I think it's just because of the fact that the game's really chill and we can just chill and chat about anything as well, which is really good. I agree, yeah, that's definitely the best part.
The Haradrim. You've arrived.
I really don't even know how many people turn up and watch. I just chat with people that are in the stream. I don't pay attention to the amount of people that are watching me. For all I know, it could just be like 5 people. Yo, the suspension is taking forever. Has it not been that month yet? Holy shit, man. You're gonna get DI withdrawal symptoms, man. Did we miss a mob?
Welcome, my friends. Help me strike down these demons, and we can pursue their master.
The one thing I've enjoyed about streaming so far is there's been no negativity, which is really, really nice. I know some new streamers, they do get, some people go in and yeah, it's been known that there can be negativity, and I think that is always an anxiety that people have when they first start streaming, right? They also wonder if people are going to like who they are. And I think the benefit for myself is I did the videos first instead of just jumping straight into streaming. And then you guys got to kind of know me through the videos. And I actually did an amazing job. I'm glad I pleased. I already had a connection to the streaming or to the community though, through some really old infographic stuff that I did on kind of Reddit and Discord when the game first started for Necros. I was creating build guides then. I haven't even got that many followers on Twitch. You know, I run Twitch just because some people prefer to be on Twitch, and I think it's always handy to have both streams running. I know my computer can handle it then. And if I ever do want to venture onto other games at any point in the future, which is a long way off yet, then I've always know that I can do it on both. Before I go off tonight, I have to see if I got any of them old infographics. I can just show you what we used to do for Discord. Some of you in here may remember. Nobody in their right mind could hate you. Just nice. Oh, thanks. It could all be a front though, right? I could be alright in real life, you know. Nah, I'm not really. I'm just chill. I've always been a people person. So I will talk to anyone and not have any judgment about anything. Oh, 3 drops there, guys. That was good.
The primeval spirit is straining at its cage. The shard will not.
Are you mad? Only an archangel's weapon can cleave the world stone, and this sliver will not make it to Ariat. Tyrael, he will have answers. I assure you, Vale will not roam free again. But we can have this conversation later.
Oh yeah, there's another thing that came up on Discord earlier on the DI updates. There's going to be another promo code coming up on the 1st of June. That'd be interesting. See what we get there with the promo code. I'm exactly what picture of my profile pic in the game and other pictures to express their horseshit opinion. You gotta get a PC though. Ain't nobody watching vids at 30 FPS. Oh man, 30 FPS videos. Holy fuck. Do we not?
Well done, champion. I am activating the link code to the final chamber.
Yeah, you definitely gotta get a PC, man. I couldn't live without my PC. You don't stream because yours can't handle it? What sort of PC you got though? I think you'd be surprised what you can and cannot stream on. Oh, it's actually a really bad PC. What graphics card and what processor and stuff like that have you got, or don't you know? Not many, some people are not into building computers and stuff. It's an i3 NVIDIA 710. Wow. Man. Might be actually worth a lot of money. That could be like... You need an upgrade. How long have you had that computer? That must be like... Well, the 710, that must be... That must be like 80... Nah, not that old. That can't be. It must be like 15 years old, right? I'm gonna die. Then maybe it might be pushing on 20 years old. I need to check that. Nvidia 710. $2014. Not as long as I expected. Once I get the PC and blow up, I'm going to remember all the DR YouTubers who talk all shit about me. I don't, like, for me to ban someone, it would take a lot. You know, I think I would definitely ban someone for like, bullying on other people, whether that be like racist comments, sexist comments, you know, stuff like that. That would definitely make me ban them. But if it's just opinions and stuff like that, we're all entitled to them. I think having opinions is a good thing. Everyone should have their own opinions on everything in life. Question everything. If you're not questioning stuff, you're not learning stuff. Exactly, Snipes. As long as it's jokes and or opinions, game related, it's all good. Thank you for the follow there on Twitch. Much appreciated. You know, that is my opinion on things, you know, as long as the chat is chill. We're all chatting about the game or stuff in real life and no one's being offended by anything we're saying, you know. Because that's where I have to draw the line. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Dark humor is dark humor. You know, I don't mind dark humor, but it has to be respectful to everyone else that's in the conversation as well. Because some people don't like it, which I understand. It's not everyone's cup of tea, dark humor. Maybe I should have like a place on my Discord that's like dark humor corner. And you have to request to be a part of it. That may be a bad idea though. That would be a bad and amazing idea at the same time. That's brilliant, Snipes. The sort of dark humor I like is like I see a video. Oh, it was a picture today that I actually shared with my old man, and it was like a river, and down the river you can see in this river that there's something in the river, and the actual, I can't remember what it said on the top of the actual image. Let's just bring the image back up on my phone. Okay, it says zoom in. Oh my god, have a look. You can probably see this here. Anyone seen this image before? Someone may have seen that one already. Have you already seen it, Okan? You don't think you've ever seen it? Maybe I have to put that. Maybe I have to make a Discord channel just so we can put video of images like that. Because when you zoom in, it's not like it looks like there's people in the river or someone in the river. But when you zoom in, it actually says in there. And I can't show you on the camera. I don't think. Or maybe you will see it. Maybe you will see it. I don't know if you can read it though. Is that legible or is that reversed? It says nosy cunt. And that's a word that not many people like, so I'm not going to say it out loud. It's quite genius. And then there was a TikTok video I see, and I had to send it to my old man as well. And it is genius. It's absolutely brilliant. But the video I see that I sent to my old man on TikTok, and you guys may have seen this as well, which I have to put into Discord. I have to make a channel over the weekend. It's a guy sitting on the couch watching the TV, and you can see his wife is hoovering or vacuuming the floor in the hallway. And on the screen it says, I could never watch my wife clean the entire house while just sitting back and relaxing. So he gets up, looks at his wife, and then shuts the door and sits back down. The other thing, the videos that I like is like there was one you most people have seen this one on TikTok or somewhere as well. I think it's like an Australian video maybe, and the guy is talking to his wife, and his wife's like, I've got to leave you, I can't live like this anymore. And he was like, just hold on a second, he goes, but let me show you this. And he goes, this basket here, this basket is magical. Every time I put clothes in it, the next thing I know, they're on my bed folded all neatly. And he's like, but that's not all. If you follow me, I'll show you this table here, this coffee table. Every time I put stuff on it, I leave it at night and I go back to it in the morning and it's gone. And sometimes I just see how far I can push it, and it's always gone. Then the next thing you know, another scene happens, and he's got the police round because his wife's disappeared, and they're looking at the table, and he's like, well, maybe she just fell and she vanished when hitting the coffee table, because everything disappears when you put it on the coffee table. And the woman officer looks at this guy and was like, are you some sort of idiot? And then the male copper goes, no, I have one of those as well. It's just a brilliant video. I'll have to make a channel and we'll have to share loads of little clips like that, because I think them sort of videos are just, they can just make you smile, make you laugh. No, never heard of that one, gamer. Where I get most of my like funny clips from is mostly TikTok, to be fair. When it comes to YouTube, I've got to check them out. They're that good. I'll have to remember that and go and check them out. Are you on my Discord? If you're on my Discord, send me private message me a link, and I'll check it out. But yeah, on YouTube, what I mostly watch, I think it's more educational stuff, to be honest. I watch some funny stuff on YouTube, but I think it's definitely more educational stuff that I like to watch. Or I like to watch some paranormal YouTubers. I don't mind the paranormal YouTubers. Some of them are pretty good. There's also one I watch, which I don't know many people would have heard of. But there's this woman called Silky, and she does like disaster videos around the world, and she's currently showing about the stuff that's going on in Switzerland. I don't know if anyone else has seen the stuff that's been happening in Switzerland. So basically in Switzerland, there's this town, I think it's called Latin. And there's been a glacier that's been cracking and bits of rock has been falling down above in this valley. It's like in a massive valley. And it's got a river running through this valley. And a glacier has been, you know, and loads of part of the mountain, and not just the glacier, has been falling into this valley. And they had to evacuate the town. And they had like a few different theories on what could happen, and actually the worst case scenario happened, and the entire glacier just fell down with like a massive part of the mountain, and the village is literally just disappeared. Part of the village was not hit by the actual landslide, but the rest of the village that was saved is actually now flooded because the river that runs through the village was blocked like a dam by the mountain that fell down. It's actually really insane. It's sad because obviously people have lost their homes, and the village is completely gone. But it just shows what Mother Nature really does and what the planet is made of, isn't it? It's really crazy. Mine is Godzilla, Jurassic World, and animal documentaries. That's what my YouTube looks like nowadays. I think you all get to a point like that, don't you? Can't beat a good documentary. Rip. The other thing I watch a lot on YouTube is all the SpaceX stuff. I like watching all the rocket launches. You watch games, horror and stuff? Yeah. I mean, a lot of them on YouTube is full of Diablo stuff, for sure. But a lot of the stuff that I do watch is, yeah, paranormal stuff. I'm into more paranormal stuff. Even when I watch stuff on, like, Discovery Plus, it's all paranormal stuff and documentaries. I think getting to that age of nearly 40 now, it's, documentaries is good. I can sit and watch a good documentary. I think I'm done with dungeons. I think we're going to call it there for the day. It's now coming up for 1:30 in the morning. Oh, you did hear me then. I thought I'd put it in the chat as well. It's yeah, definitely gonna need to go to bed. Gotta be up in the morning. We're got the girlfriend's family coming around, the mum and dad. So gonna be a day with them, and then tomorrow evening I'll be on the game again doing some recording. I was going to record the gem video yesterday, didn't get around to that, so I'm going to be doing that tomorrow afternoon, which is actually a good thing because we got the new gem leak that I want to talk about in that video as well now, so that's good. And then Sunday the video will come out, and maybe even in the evening I may do or in the daytime I may do a stream. Who knows? I'll let you know on Discord though. But yeah, cheers for all coming in and gaming and chatting. It's been good as always. And we will definitely see you over the weekend, and definitely next week. There'll be 2 more streams next week anyway if I don't get a stream over the weekend. But enjoy the video when it comes out. It'll be probably late Sunday sometime. Maybe towards like mid-afternoon. Something like that. Or it'll be around 9 o'clock at night UK time. Be between them sort of times anyway. But all have a good weekend. Cheers for coming in, and take care all.